What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Will and Dean. I'm here with Jeffrey from Only Talk Sports, and we're here to talk about Week 4 of college football. Obviously, we can talk about the other games, the big games for a second. Obviously, the Irish are 0-2 because freaking Chris Ash sucks. The refs also suck. That targeting on a Don Schuler was horrible. That holding was horrible. And Chris Ash's coaching was horrible. So, 0-2, it sucks. Go 10-2. I mean, I'm scared we're not going to go 10-2.
Notre Dame can still make the playoffs. You just have no margin for error now. You have absolutely no margin for error. So hopefully, for your sake, I'm hoping that Notre Dame pulls through and goes 10-2. So good things will happen. That's what I want to see. But it's not looking good for Notre Dame. But all is not lost just yet. Same with Clemson. You know, Clemson fans are on the brink, but they can win out too, even though they're not looking like it at all. But, you know, things are not over yet for anybody. Teams with 2 losses like Clemson, Notre Dame, you can win out and make the playoffs still, but you just don't have any margin for error now. Yeah, crazy week 3. Another week where a lot of people felt like, oh, you know, maybe not, you know, enough like quality games, right? Tons of upsets. Tons of top teams went down. It was a great week of college football. And now we're setting up for week 4. Week 4, we got a really good slate of games. Not like probably the most loaded week ever. Like there are going to be weeks down the line that have even more big games than this week, but there's some really good games. Just not maybe your massive brand teams that everyone always wants to look at, but there's some really quality games for week 4, and I can't wait to get into them with you, Will. Definitely can't wait to predict them. But we know where game day should have gone. Know where they should have gone. It should not have been Florida, Miami. It should have been either Texas Tech, Utah, or Illinois, Indiana, and I'm still disappointed about that. It should have been Illinois, Indiana, but it is what it is. But still can't wait to get into the games.
All right, I think my connection's fixed. But, yeah. I mean, I think part of the reason why is because they went to IU last year, and they're like, yeah, we already went there. But
yeah, but they went for a worse game last year. Like, I understand why, you know, Indiana had that momentum at that time, but it's like, okay, they showed up for the Washington game, right? Washington at Indiana. I mean, okay, they got the Bloomington scene, all that, but it's like this is a big game. This is a top 20 matchup between 2 teams that are not normally good. That's a big storyline versus Florida, Miami. Okay, Florida's 1-2, and I know I just said Clemson, and I said Notre Dame being, you know, 2 losses, their season's not over. Florida's season is over, folks. There is no way Florida's going 10-2. There's just no way that Florida is going.
Oh, everyone said 9-3 would get them in, and I don't think they're going 9-3.
No, they're not going 9-3 either. No, I mean anything is possible. I'm not gonna lie and say okay, there's literally no shot for Florida. Yeah, they got like a 0.5% chance, but that's it. Like it's not good. If you've looked at their schedule and the way they're playing. No. And they're probably not going to win on Saturday. And even if they did, look at the rest of their schedule. Yeah, 9-3. They'd be lucky to go 8-4.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, not a great Friday slate. Last Friday at least had some intriguing games. This one, not so much.
You've got one, I guess, intriguing game if you're either a massive Big Ten nerd or you care about either of these teams, or you just love football in general. And we do, so I'll be watching probably, but it will make my eyes bleed watching Iowa continue to suck on offense. And Rutgers, I don't know. Rutgers is something. They're not a nothing anymore, like they were with Chris Ash, who now begrudgingly belongs to Will's favorite team. Rutgers just is not. That's not it, man. I mean, they're fine. I know they have limitations. You know, Shiano's done good work there. with building them back up to something. They're all right. I mean, they're not terrible. Like Cal McManus is doing okay. I mean, haven't played anybody, but like they're all right. But no, I just think Rutgers is a whatever team, man. I think they're fine. I think for what they are compared to what they were, at least they're making bowl games and stuff. That game up there, if Mike Gundy loses, he's probably cooked for good.
Yeah.
They cannot lose that game, but I wouldn't be shocked if they did. You got a pick on that one first?
I don't know anything about Tulsa this season.
They still have Kevin Wilson or not?
I forgot the Indiana guy, Kevin Wilson.
Like yeah, in the OC at Ohio State as well after he left. Or well, he didn't really. It was a fallout at IU, but yeah, it's Kevin Wilson. I gotta look that up just to be sure.
It's loading. My computer's just slow.
Oh, you're fine, man. I understand.
Technology. No, he's not there.
He was the head coach. Okay, they fired him already, I guess.
Trey Lamb's in his first year.
Okay. Well, interesting. Tulsa.
They got blown out by Navy and lost close-ish New Mexico State.
Well, that's wild. Yeah, well, Kevin Wilson's gone. I mean, Tulsa's obviously bad. They had an all right year back in the pandemic season. They were actually okay. They were finished in the top 25, and then they lost to Mississippi State in the bowl game. Mississippi State was like 3-7.
That was Joe Moorhead era, right?
Yeah, it was. So yeah, I don't know, man. I guess I'll go Gundy by 3. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Not an official really prediction of anything because I really don't know. But I really would hate to see Gundy lose that one. The game that kind of matters on Fox, the Friday night game, Iowa. I mean, these are tight games that Iowa wins, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when I talked about Iowa last week, and I've talked about them for years, Iowa beats teams that they're better than, and they lose to everyone else. This just feels like a game that Iowa will find a way to win.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you agree with that or not.
I just want to see Gronowski throw it at all. Like, they aren't letting him throw it downfield at all.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, they look really bad, but they've looked really bad on offense and have had a terrible quarterback before, and yet they still beat teams like Rutgers. I mean, do you think Rutgers is better to the point that they can be able to score on Iowa's defense? Because that's been the problem in the past, is that they have not been able to overcome Iowa's defense. And typically Iowa's defense in games like this against average to bad teams, they find a way to get a score themselves. That influences the scoreboard. So you think about, like, okay, Iowa scores 17 in this game. Maybe 7 or 10 of those points comes off turnovers, comes off defense. So I don't know. I mean, this game could go either way. But in years past, I've picked Iowa like every time against Rutgers, and they always win. I don't know.
Iowa did look worse against Iowa State in terms of penalties. They were committing more penalties than usual. So that could help Rutgers.
I mean, how do you think the atmosphere would be? You think that Rutgers is gonna have a raucous atmosphere?
Probably not. I'll go 17-13 Iowa.
That's what I'm saying. Like that, you stole the words right out of my mouth. I literally was gonna go like 17-14 Iowa. Because again, Rutgers, they've gotten better, but are they good enough to beat Iowa? I just don't know. So we got Godfather the SEC with a $4.99 super chat. Appreciate you being here, Godfather. It's just 1 down and 4 to go. Appreciate it. We got Jackson coming in. We got Caden coming in. We know you're happy, Caden. And we got John as well saying, how you doing, Jeffrey? Appreciate that, John. I'm doing great. Excited to be doing this week 4 predictions with Will. And I hope you're doing great also. Excited about the big game on us Saturday night. Very excited. But for the big game on Friday night, yeah, we got both of us going with an Iowa win. A very close Iowa win. We'll see.
Wow. Do we want to talk about the coach firings for a second?
Well, yeah. I mean, I did say when we talked about Virginia and Virginia Tech, I said that Pry was in worse shape than Elliott. Well, that was true because he got fired. I mean, are you shocked at all that either coach got fired? That got fired this past weekend? I'm not.
No.
I mean,
no.
I mean, it's just like they were done, right? I mean, my thing is with Pry is that Fuentes was bad, right? Like he was trending them down. Like
the recruiting was tanking under Fuente. It was tanking, and it didn't get that much better with Pry. Like as fans hope, fans thought it would be better, and it's really. I mean, it was better because he couldn't get much worse, but it really wasn't that much better.
Yeah. So I mean, like they were like early Fuentes, they were still ranked. They were relevant in like the late 2010s ish, and then the Old Dominion loss, and they just.
Well, it's like with the Beamer recruits, he was good, and then he just couldn't recruit.
It just completely tanked after that, right? Yeah. And then his last 2 seasons, they went like 5-5, and they 5-6 or something like that. And they finally got rid of him. But his record was like literally average. It was like right down the board, like even Steven. So then they get Pry, and it's like he sucked, dude. Like he had one where they made a bowl game, and they were like,
they made a bowl game the last 2 years. They won their bowl game when Tulane had all their opt-outs, and then they lost to Minnesota.
Okay, so
but even going into this season, they lost so much from the portal, and then they never really got anyone from the portal. So like vibes were just low to begin with the season because like everyone's like, "Oh man, we're gonna suck," and they were right.
Yeah, it's bad when you already know you're gonna suck.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, no, I don't really have anything to say. I don't know whether he, is a garbage coach or not. Like, obviously, head coach, it did not work out at Virginia Tech. But like as a coach, like if he gets another job,
I'll take him at Notre Dame. That's a defensive coordinator now, Brent. Pack your bags, come over and call the defense.
Anybody's better than Chris.
Yeah.
That's
he did a pretty good job at Penn State as DC. I mean, really, none of them at Penn State have been bad. It's the offense that's been the problem there. So
yeah, mediocre offense for sure. So yeah, I mean, but he didn't do anything at Virginia Tech to turn him around, and Virginia Tech's in this weird spot where it's like they have a history, they have some legacy, all that kind of stuff, but they're just trending so down, and the ACC is down, and football is going away from the ACC. It's SEC, Big Ten. Virginia Tech's falling behind. I mean, you kind of have this weird void where it's like, hey, Virginia Tech, it's not that hard to win in the ACC. If you commit just enough, you can be a program pretty easily. But that literally goes for almost any team in the ACC. Look at Syracuse last year. Anybody can do it. Boston College, Syracuse, Virginia Tech, Virginia, UNC, any of these teams can have good years in the ACC if they just get a few pretty good players in the portal. That's it. That's literally all it takes because the league is bad. Somebody's got to win. Been doing it. Anybody can do it. But Virginia Tech is not committing to anything. And for the person, I'm not going to name their name, and I know who it is, but I'm not going to name the name. For the person out there, you know who you are. You probably aren't watching our show, but you know who you are. The person that said that Kurt Signetti should take the Virginia Tech job. What is wrong with you? Literally, what is wrong with your head? Oh, my goodness. I cannot believe that. I'm serious. It was on social media. There is a person in the media that said that this past weekend. Oh, okay. I mean, Florida, Alabama, okay. Yeah. Okay. I can see how you conjure that up a little bit. Alabama, DeBoer's gone. Signetti can go there. Florida's even kind of a joke. But I could see it, right? Virginia Tech. I don't care that Virginia Tech's a better program historically. Indiana's a better program right now. So, no. But Virginia Tech has problems. And I feel bad for their fans because they are a pretty solid fan base in the ACC, but they're bad. They're bad, and I wouldn't blame it. Unless there is a actual dedicated commitment to make them good, I would not go there if I was any coach. I would not go there. You're just asking to lose. That probably will win this game, but yeah, Virginia Tech is a terrible team right now. Appreciate it. We got Ben in the chat. Appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Virginia Tech is
they're not great.
But we could talk about the other one real quick too. You mentioned that Foster. I mean,
is UCLA even playing this week? I don't know.
I can't say. I don't know. They're irrelevant, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, freaking Nico, man. I still the
Nico could transfer and keep and redshirt the season. Like he could have an extra year. Just
you see people say he should go back to Tennessee. Like, dude. Oh man, dude, it's bad. Man.
You know what? You know what I would do if I was Nico? I would redshirt this season and then go to Arizona State.
It's still a downgrade from Tennessee, man. But yeah, I mean, it's not terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know why he did that, man. The thing is, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I think a lot of it's probably the parents too.
It probably is. I mean, I've heard things. I've heard, they pushed them out. I've heard parents. I don't know. I'm not going to tell anybody fake information. I don't know exactly what is going on. I haven't even researched it that much. All I know is that the most moronic thing ever it can possibly occur when you are a guy that is a starting quarterback at Tennessee, and yet somehow now you're at UCLA. And UCLA is not even good. It's not Chip Kelly UCLA. They're not even decent. Like UCLA is garbage. Indiana is going to destroy them. Yeah. I can't wait for that. That's
Who did they lose to week 1? Didn't they lose to someone else that was good?
They lost. So they lost to New Mexico. They lost to UNLV. And they lost to Utah.
Yeah,
got
Utah.
Destroyed 43-10.
Yeah, I knew they got destroyed.
So, yeah, they suck. I mean, Deshaun Foster's people out there are going to be like, okay, he wasn't given enough time. He had some...
Well, he should have never been given the job.
But, yeah, that's the thing. It kind of reminds you that Arnett dude at Mississippi State where they gave him a job and then they fired him after a year. It's like, why? Why did you even... I understand that you had to do something, I guess, blah, 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 whatever, after Mike Leach, rest in peace, all that kind of stuff. But it's like, dude, what are you doing, man? Like, you gave this dude the job to just fire him. Like, you didn't even give him a chance. Like, I don't know, man. Deshaun Foster, we knew that he was toast. Like, I was a little shocked they had the couple okay wins last year. I was like, meh. But, I mean, when he got hired, I remember when he got hired, people were already like, yeah, he's not lasting. So, I have no answers for either Virginia Tech or UCLA. I have none. I don't know who they're going to get because both programs are rough. And I remember when people were saying PJ Fleck to UCLA. Are people still saying that? Is that going to be in the news? No, it's not, because literally UCLA is trash and PJ Fleck would be completely...
I think UCLA is going to get someone... Like, they're going to get a flashy hire, but I don't know if they'll actually be good. But I think that's what will happen. They'll get someone that are like, ooh, and then...
Well, all I know is all those UCLA fans, and you know you're out there, and I'm not trying to trash on you too hard, but you're out there.
Yeah.
We want Chip Kelly gone. Was that a good idea? Really?
I mean, I think it was because Chip Kelly was bad or didn't care about recruiting. That was why.
Yeah, but they're worse now, man. That's the thing. Like, have you ever heard of sometimes you gotta be happy with what you got? That's kind of what applies here, dude. Like UCLA really getting rid of Chip Kelly, they were gonna suddenly get this guy that's gonna take him to a Rose Bowl, man. They're literally in the Rose Bowl and no one cares. So it's like an actual Rose Bowl. That's a Rose Bowl. No, they suck. They're horrible, man. They're not even a basketball school half the time. They're mid. They're below mid. And the only reason they went to the Big Ten was because of USC. So it's like all those UCLA fans, oh my gosh, we belong in the Big Ten. Dude, you joined the Big Ten because of USC and LA. That's it. The city you're in, and you're right. That's the only reason you even got in the club, because you suck. You're trash. I mean, dude, they are so trash. I'm sorry I'm hating on y'all so bad, any UCLA fans in the chat, but your team's just bad. You got some work to do. You got to hire somebody that will care to turn UCLA into something. And the UCLA.
Do you think that Will Stein will take the job offensive coordinator from Oregon? That's the biggest name. Do you think he'll take it?
I mean, honestly, being the offensive coordinator at Oregon is probably a better job. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, he keeps putting up good stats as the OC, or his players, like the scheme and all that's great, and you're putting up great numbers and all that. You'll probably get a better job in the future. Sometimes you kind of want to play the long game. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to make that short-term hire. It's kind of like Tony Elliott. He left Clemson to become the Virginia coach. How is that working out? Not good. So sometimes you'd be like, hey, I'm going to wait. And like Brent Venables, and I'm going to wait, and I'm going to wait, and I'm going to wait. And guess what? He took the Oklahoma job. That's actually not a bad job. And even if he does get fired, he's going to be making a killing. But, with the buyout money. But it's like you've got people like Tony Elliott and potentially if Will Stein did leave to go to UCLA, that's not a good job. For example, Tino Suntory, the guy that was the Indiana quarterback.
Oh, no, yeah, I knew that was a bad idea.
Left to be the OC at UCLA because it was more money. Because Indiana didn't move him up to OC because we got Mike Shanahan, right?
You think they'll bring him back?
Was that – maybe he will. But was that a good idea? He got more money, but now it's all falling apart after 3 weeks. 3 weeks of football. You didn't even make it 3 weeks. So I think staying at IU and to wait for a better job, like maybe go to the SEC or something, become an OC versus taking that garbage job would have been better. But again, what do I know? Don't take the low-hanging fruit is essentially what I'm saying. You might have a job right there, but you play the long game, you can get something even better down the road. A lot of times that's the case.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you remember the UCLA guy from the Pac-12 show?
Yes, I do.
So I texted him after the game on Friday night, here for you if you need support. And then he copy and pasted the same thing for me after the Notre Dame game. I was like,
okay,
oh man,
that's too funny. That is too funny.
He said, just kidding. Your 2 are a lot better than our 3, but that's rough.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, at least Notre Dame's a good team. They lost to 2 really good teams. UCLA is just garbage. But that's too funny. I love that exchange. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I really try not to hate on teams that are losing because, dude, I used to watch Indiana go 3-9 every year. I know how it is. I'm an Alabama fan, from childhood and all that. So I'm used to winning, but I'm also used to watching a team that I like lose every week as well. So I know how it feels. I get it. But right now, UCLA, Vatech, and some of these other places, they're going through the struggles. Maybe the light will be at the end of the tunnel eventually.
Mm-hmm. All right. Do we want to? We can talk about anything else. I'm trying to think of anything else that we want to talk about from last week. I mean, we could talk about Tennessee, Georgia, but
Oh well, I man, already leveled into that game. Oh my god.
Josh Heupel blew it by not getting closer for the field goal.
Yeah,
I think it's Heupel's fault that they lost.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with that. I mean, nobody would be saying anything if the dude had just hit the field goal because the thing
I think they should have given him an easier. I mean, I think they should have tried to at least make it like a 30-yarder.
Because I mean, literally, like missed it bad. The way he missed it, he'd have missed it if Heupel didn't do what he did. And
yeah, but I felt like maybe he would have like not made it so bad. But
the funny thing about it is that the dude had a field goal in overtime. It was just as hard.
Well, yeah, but it's not as the stakes weren't. I mean, the stakes weren't as great because they were probably going to lose. I mean, they're going to lose if you missed it or made it.
I thought Georgia Tech. I'm just being honest with you, but I thought Georgia Tech was absolutely dumb in the Clemson game to run the ball like that up the middle. And then guess what? Like the clock's just ticking and they got no timeouts, and then they rush everybody out there and they hit the daggum thing. So it's like, oh, Brent Key's a genius. They got dude. I didn't think that was handled very well, but they won. Yeah. So it's all good. But because bro missed, it's like, oh, Heupel. I agree. I think you're right, Will. And I even said the same thing. That, he shouldn't have done that. They should have kicked the field goal there instead of that. But the thing is, if the dude had hit it, no one will be saying jack right now.
Yeah.
That's the problem. What ultimately, to me, blew the game more than that was when they had the ball and that turnover, right? They were up 35-30, and they ran the ball 3 times, kicked the field goal. And it was 38-30. If they on that drive, they were at like Georgia.
You're right, yeah.
If they had gone down the field, scored a touchdown there, then the game's over. But Heupel was like, oh, let's be conservative right now. Let's run the ball 3 times, kick a field goal. And Gilbert, who missed the game potential winner, he hit that long one, and it was 30. But then Georgia goes down the field. 4th and 6. 4th and 6 for Georgia, and the guy throws a touchdown pass. And then the 2-point conversion, they didn't even guard. So it's like, I don't know. Tennessee should have won. And as I said on my thoughts on Saturday night, I'm just like, Georgia got away with yet another game. It's getting old at this point. They need to.
I feel like Bama kind of did the same thing at points, but not as much as Georgia.
Maybe at times I can agree with that, but Georgia's getting really bad right now.
Yeah.
Going back to last year, even the year before that, they've had about 8 games now they probably shouldn't have won. They're skirting on thin ice right now.
I mean, that's why I don't think they're a playoff championship contender, because they can't do that once they play the great teams.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Oh, they'll make the playoffs probably because they'll barely beat everybody, but then they'll make the playoffs and probably get murdered because they aren't as good anymore.
Their defense take a huge step back this year. Yeah, and
their offense it's I don't know what it is. It's fine. I mean, it's getting it done. I don't know, man. Georgia is annoying me. That's all I can say. They're annoying the heck out of me because their fans still think that they're this just elite tier program right now that they were when they won the 2 championships. And it's like, dude, you're not. You're just winning right now. You're just getting by. You're like getting a C+ on your paper. And I passed. We're good. No. I mean, literally not a great performance by Georgia, and Tennessee just gave them the game, just gave it away. It just cracks me up, man. Tennessee, it's such a joke. And the funny thing about it is, I was watching that game, Tennessee went up like that early, and I was like, you watch, they're going to blow it.
Yeah, I knew it. Well, yeah, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Every time, I mean, they were. I had somebody write me. I'm not going to name who because again, don't want to clown on them. But I had somebody write me, and they said, "Wow, at this rate, Tennessee's quarterback's going to throw for 700 yards. I'm like, he's not going to throw for another 100
He's not. Yeah, I mean, he's all right, but he's not as good as Hendon Hooker was for them.
He threw, literally, he threw for over 225 yards in the first 8 minutes of the game. And he didn't throw for another 100 in the next 45 minutes. That's how garbage Tennessee is. I don't give a darn how much you start out a game, like how big of a lead you get, how well you look. If you can't finish it off, it doesn't mean anything. And that's Tennessee for you. They literally show the last 6 times they played Georgia, they've had a big lead on them, and then they blow it. They even had a big lead against Alabama a couple years ago before they finally beat them, and they lost. That's just the Tennessee way. And see, Scotty B, appreciate you being here as well. He says this, TCU in 2022 escaped my teams and barely surviving. The difference is that's TCU, though. That's a team that was not expected to be good. This is Georgia. We're talking about the team that TCU got destroyed by. The team several years ago was supposed to now be supplanting Alabama and Saban, but they haven't done anything. Because right now they're just, again, getting by as this elite program that surpassed Alabama, and they're going to own the SEC. Dude, if they played Ohio State right now and Ohio State played the way that they did last year in the playoffs, they would get destroyed.
I was watching a podcast with Georgia, and they admitted to it. Like, they're like, yeah, we would have gotten destroyed by them. Like, even they admitted it, the sports writers
good for them. And if more of them do that, I'll start laying off them. But some of their fans are just dumb because they literally think they're still good. And I'm like, dude, yeah, you're good compared to 90% of programs, but you're not good like you used to be good. Right now, you have some problems, but it's all getting covered up because you barely beat Georgia Tech and you barely beat Tennessee and you sucked against Austin Peay and you sucked against Kentucky, Mississippi State, Notre Dame, freaking team you play. But you beat Texas. Oh my gosh, you beat Texas twice. That's because Texas always Texas it up. Literally, just stupidity abounding right now with the Georgia fan base. They're not good right now. They need to get beat, and I hope Alabama beats them. And I hope they lose several games this year so Kirby will wake the frick up and actually get back to being good. Because right now, Georgia is not good, but they keep winning. And unfortunately, it's all that matters in college football. As long as you win, it doesn't matter how ugly or crappy it looks. But they were not good against Tennessee. And Tennessee just gave the game away. Oh, yeah. And guess what? That's another thing. Bro, Gunnar Stockton, anybody noticed in the pregame how he didn't even put on none of his crap? He had somebody putting it on for him. What the frick's going on there? Did you see that?
No.
There is a type of pampered entitlement with this program.
I gotta admit though, Stockton after the game, he was pretty likable.
Well, after the game, but before the game, I was like, "What the heck?"
He gives me I think he gives me Stetson Bennett vibes. I think he'll be good for them, but his team isn't as good as Stetson's was.
Oh no, I mean absolutely not. If Stetson Bennett had this version of Georgia, dude wouldn't even have sniffed 8 wins. Georgia was really good back then. I mean, they had great players at every position, and they're not the same. I got nothing against Stockton. I don't know if other players get their stuff put on them before the game. I have no idea. But they showed on the broadcast before the game started. I turned it on to see if it was already on, but it wasn't on yet because the game started like 30 minutes after 3:30 for some ungodly reason. That's another thing that I don't understand what's going on. Why are the games starting like 30 minutes after their start time? But Gunnar Stockton was getting his stuff prepared for him, bro. I was just like, are you kidding me right now? You can't do that yourself? Okay, I'm done. But I don't understand that. Good for Stockton and Georgia, but shouldn't have won. But yeah, that's how I feel on that game for the second time.
Texas Tech and Utah, I mean, these two teams haven't played anyone good. See, this is, like, I'm going to get better at the prediction as the season goes on, but, like, these two teams, like Indiana, haven't played anyone, so I don't really know how good I don't know. It's tough. But I'm just going to go with the Rice-Eccles home field advantage.
Honestly, you have to go with the Rice-Eccles home field advantage. I mean, I understand Tech's got some good players because of the money and all that, but I mean, at least Utah has a win against something, I guess. I mean, they went on the road when UCLA still believed in week 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's something, I guess. Tech, I mean, I don't believe they've played anything. So Utah at home, great crowd. I got to go with them. I mean, Utah looks really good. Big 12, though, all the teams are about the same, but they look really good. Scotty,
These are probably the two most promising Big 12 teams. That's not saying much, but
they're the two teams that we think still have potential because Iowa State's just kind of showcased, hey, they're winning games, but they're not looking good doing it. Iowa barely beat. Kansas State's trash and they barely beat them. So it's like, is Iowa State good?
Iowa State, I mean, they're the Iowa of the Big 12. I mean, they're going to beat the teams that they're better than.
So I'll go with Utah 27-20.
Yeah, 24-17.
Should have had game day there or in Illinois, Indiana. I would have been okay with this game. It's a big game. It's a pretty good game, but definitely not Florida, Miami. But yeah, Utah, it's a big game for the Big 12. One of their bigger games this year, at least for now.
All right, Arkansas, Memphis is a fun little game, but I mean, Memphis doesn't have Seth Hennigan anymore, do they?
I don't believe they do. He was there forever.
Yeah.
But I think he's gone. I'll look just to be sure.
Also, the altitude that Utah has will help him out for sure too.
Oh yeah. Hennig is with the Jaguars. Maybe he can come in and help him win because Lawrence really isn't. But I kid. Lawrence is way better than Seth Hennigan, but still.
I mean, I do like Taylon Green.
Arkansas looks good right now. That's not saying much because Arkansas has looked really bad recently. But compared to that, because I use words and people say, well, you just said Georgia's not good, but then you say Arkansas looks good. What I mean by that is compared to expectation level. Georgia does not look good compared to what they're supposed to be. Whereas Arkansas, they've kind of fallen off after that Jefferson, Traylon Burks year and Rocket Sanders. They've tanked, but it's like they look like they're trending upwards again. They played a very competitive game last week. Didn't win, but it was a very competitive game. Memphis has a decent environment. Decent, and for what it is, a group of 5, it's something. It's pretty good. They'll probably show up for this type of game. Arkansas by 6. 27-21.
34-28 Arkansas. Right, Memphis and Wisconsin.
I'm shocked Wisconsin's favored by 10.5.
Dang.
That's steep. I don't get that. You would think that spread would be more like 4.
Yeah.
So, I mean, again, maybe I'm wrong. It's the jump around, but really 10.5 here. I mean, that is a really steep spread for a Wisconsin team that looks like garbage right now. They showed a little improvement in week 2 over week 1. But then Alabama destroyed them, which we knew they would. Do we even know who the quarterback's going to be? Because, I mean, Danny O'Neal, Billy Edwards, that's that whole conundrum. I don't even know what's going on there. They're having injuries out the yin. Maryland doesn't look that good, honestly. But they play nobody. Dude, I don't know, man. I ain't going to lie. I mean, I think this is more of a 50-50 game than, Wisconsin being supposedly favored by, again, 10. I don't understand that. But do you think the home crowd's enough? Do you think that's enough?
I'm looking to see if Billy Edwards is going to play. Yeah, it looks like Billy Edwards is going to play. So
I'll go Wisconsin by 3. 24-21.
Yeah, Malik Washington, true freshman. What high school did he go to? He went to Archbishop Spalding, which
Hmm.
isn't that far away from me.
That's
Like
interesting.
40 minutes north. Yeah, they had a really good year last year when he was a senior there. I'll go. I do think Wisconsin will probably run pretty well against Maryland, so I'll go for them to win. I don't know if they'll cover the 10, but I think they'll win.
That's kind of what I'm feeling. I think they win, but they don't cover.
Yeah, I'll go 34-24. And then we got Syracuse and Clemson.
Clemson's got to win, right? I mean, we know
Yeah.
that Syracuse has beaten Clemson before.
Mm-hmm.
We know, but Syracuse almost lost to Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
They're not. Dabo's got to win this game, dude. I mean, considering they have two defenders that people think are top 5 draft picks, you know, it's like Clemson. Notre Dame has more of an excuse to be 0-2 than Clemson does. Let me just put it that way. That's how I feel about the starts for both Clemson and Notre Dame. Clemson should not be 1-2 right now. I think Georgia Tech is a great story, and I like Haynes King a lot, but they have no business losing that game. Not with the amount of the talent gap. And I know people be like, oh, well, Clemson has 2 defenders that are going to be top 5 draft picks, probably. And the offense supposedly has got really good players too. Receivers, Wesco and Antonio Williams are really good. Klubnik, I mean, yeah, but no, just not great, man. Clemson should win.
I mean, Syracuse gave up 24 points a Colgate, man. I mean, that's...
And honestly, I would like to see Clemson blow the doors off Syracuse to show something, just that they have a pulse, that they're not mediocre. They should win this game by 25 plus. But I don't know if they will, because I'm not very trusting of Clemson right now. I guess I'll go with them to barely cover. I'll go 42-20.
Yeah, I'll go 42-7, 42-14. SMU and TCU.
Skillet, right?
Skillet. I'm thinking TCU will win this one maybe more comfortably than Baylor, just because it's at home. And TCU does have a good field advantage.
They got, I mean, Hoover's good. Team's pretty good. I think that, yeah, I was going to say, Scotty B, Clemson does have votes. I remember they did, yeah. Don't remember how many, but they do have some votes. Yeah, I'm going to go with TCU. They'll win by 10. 38-28.
I will go 41-34.
Be a high-scoring game.
We have Drew Pine going up against Louisville.
Louisville will win.
Louisville will win.
Bowling Green's not good.
UNLV should be Miami. Army North Texas could be interesting, but probably North Texas.
I don't even know who to pick there. That's like 50-50.
Civil War, Oregon will win big.
Destruction. You know, the thing that's sad, and just a quick thought on this game. The thing that is sad is that people, including our good buddy Jackson Johnson, that, you know, Jackson is awesome, man. I love Jackson to death. And I understand why he feels the way that he does about rivalry, because I'm with him 1,000%. He is so right that the rivalries matter. But when people talk about a game like this going away potentially, you see why. Because the game is not even good. Because Oregon is so out of league with Oregon State. They've separated them from their conference. Oregon's in the Big Ten making the big bucks. Phil Knight, all that. And Oregon State's left behind. They're not even a power conference team anymore. They're not even on the same level. So if Oregon does what they're supposed to do, the next few years and completely destroys them every single year, does this game need to be played anymore?
I think week 1. It could be like a week 1 game.
Yeah, maybe. But it's only for symbolic sake. This game is not what it was. It's not Oregon State like it was in the pack. The teams are they're it's like having a multi-millionaire compete with a middle class worker. In the economics game, who's going to win? You know what I mean? I mean, it's just Oregon State is dead. They are dead. Washington State and Oregon State are dead. And Oregon is one of the best programs right now, and it's mostly because of money. I don't know. I mean, again, I agree with Jackson. Rivalry games matter, and you don't want them to go away. But they've ruined all that with the NIL and the money and the portal and the realignment. All that has completely destroyed it. So I'm with Jackson, and he's right. But at the same time, with the current rules and the current state of the game, I don't know. You really can't justify it anymore. This is not a good game. Oregon's going to kill them. I'm not even going to post the score. They're going to kill them.
Auburn, Oklahoma. This is a good game.
Before we get to that, we got Caden the Diesel for coming in with a $5 super chat. He says, Notre Dame season is almost over. In the words of my teacher, Ian Mick, I'm just going to go with Mermaid because that looks kind of like that. Everything that transpired is done so according to my design. Well, I don't know what happened to the foreseen, but everything is proceeding as I have foreseen. But that is pretty close. But we appreciate the super chat, Caden. Thank you so much for that $5 contribution. And Notre Dame season is almost over. Yes. If they lose another game, it's done. But they still can win out. And I'm going to hold out hope for Will that occurs. But, yes, Auburn, Oklahoma, another game that could have had game day, but they already went to Michigan, Oklahoma. So should have been Texas State, Utah, Indiana, Illinois. But all that being said, all that aside, I think Oklahoma's better, dude.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Say that, but like Oklahoma looks pretty. I don't actually hate to say that. I'm glad to say that. But Auburn, their fans have come out of the woodwork again, and I kind of want them to stay away. Go back in the woodshed. Oklahoma though looks good, and I think they've been better than everybody was expecting. Do you think Auburn can stop Mateer?
No.
And Oklahoma's defense looks very good.
Yeah.
And they
know how to prepare for Arnold. Like that helps them a lot. Like they've played against Arnold in practice. Those guys know what to do.
Well, not only that, if you remember last year, they completely shut down Jalen Milroe.
Mm-hmm.
They shut down Jalen Milroe. And it's like, if they could shut down him in his running game, they'll probably be able to shut down Jackson Arnold. Plus, they have that familiarity because he played for him. So, make Arnold throw the ball. If they make Arnold throw the ball, he'll probably throw 3 picks, and the game will be over. Oklahoma, though, Mateer can be a little turnover prone himself. He has a bad throw every now and then, but he is good. And his health's key. He runs a lot. His health is key. He's got to stay healthy. But I think Oklahoma wins this game by 14. I'm going to go 35-21.
Yeah, I'm going to go 45-31. Sooners.
I think Tulane's got a shot.
I mean, Simmons looks bad, so I think they might.
Ole Miss played a different quarterback last week, though.
Oh, they did?
They played that Trinidad guy.
Okay.
Austin Simmons was hurt, and his last name's like Chambliss. I don't know. Trinidad Chambliss. Do you even know who that is?
I didn't see any of the Ole Miss game.
Yeah,
so.
Well, the dude threw for like 300 yards. So, yeah. Trinidad Chambliss. I don't know if he's going to start. He was a Division II quarterback. He's like 23 years old. He was a Division II quarterback. And last week he threw for like 300 yards against Arkansas, right? Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, it's going to be interesting. So we have another $5 super chat from Caden the Diesel Freak. This time saying, "How dare you disrespect my mentor's day and clearly didn't pass English class, Jeffrey. On the other hand, Will and Dee will lose to me and give me $500." Well, that might happen on the second part, but I have passed all of my English classes, to be fair. All of them have been passed. So that is not true, but appreciate that, Caden. And hopefully Will does not have to give you $500, but it is not looking good. Appreciate the super chat. I mean, again, I don't know, man. Like, I think if the Trinidad guy plays, I think they'll win. I mean, Retzloff looks good, though, man. He's playing good. I'll go Ole Miss.
Yeah.
I'll go 26-20.
This could be an upset.
It could.
I don't know. I do think Ole Miss, the talent gap will help them out a bit, but I'll go 31-28. This also upset.
This game.
Raiola, don't choke. Don't choke, Raiola. That's the thing.
About this game.
That's
this
the
one
thing.
right here. Michigan at Nebraska. Their moments in the sun again, Will. It's their time to shine, right? They're at home. Big stage, CVS. You win, you're ranked. People are giving you some respect again. What do you think?
The Cincinnati game still, like, they barely beat Cincinnati.
But do you think Bryce Underwood?
I don't know if Underwood's any worse than Raiola. The thing is, like, is there, like, I think the quarterbacks are washed. Like, I don't think Raiola is any better than Underwood is.
My problem is, though, do you think that Underwood can, that, you know, the environment? I mean, say what you want about Nebraska.
Yeah.
They have 8 billion opportunities to win a big game. Even, remember, several years ago, they played Michigan at home, and they blew that game. Martinez and all the fumbles and everything. The environment's going to be crazy. It always is in Lincoln, at least at the beginning of the game, unless Nebraska falls apart. Man, this is toss-up. I don't trust Bryce Underwood. I think he, right now, looks rough. I understand people are like, oh, well, he did really good last week. Okay, they didn't play anybody. When he played against Oklahoma, he looked terrible, which I foreseen. You know, there's your garbage English, Caden. So I foresaw that Underwood was not going to play good against Oklahoma. And he didn't. He was terrible. So it's like, to me, when I look at this game, it's the same type of environment. The difference is that Nebraska is not Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. Nebraska hasn't been Oklahoma. Nebraska hasn't been anything in years. Last year, they got beat 56-7 to Indiana. So they still suck. They're still trying to figure out how to not suck. And is this the game? Is this the year that Matt Rule finally gets it done? It's been the same old story. For almost my entirety of my college football viewing experience, Nebraska has been hot trash. And I've been waiting and searching for that game that they're back. You know, we're not talking about Texas being back and some of these other programs, Miami being back. Nebraska's just trying to get back to anything. Get back to a bowl game and winning a bowl game and going 8-4, being ranked sometimes. That's what they wish they were Indiana right now. Don't tell me. You can't tell me that they wanted Cignetti last year too. Everybody wanted Cignetti last year until he got that contract extension. They ain't gonna lie and say that they didn't. I'm telling you right now, Nebraska wishes they were Indiana right now. They want to be anything. And if you win this game, Nebraska fans, it's just gonna be this massive exit for like the first time in 20 years because they've been horrible for that long. They just want something. I don't know if they do it because Michigan's the better team. They got more talent. But Underwood, I just don't trust Underwood. So honestly, I'm gonna let you pick first, Will, because I don't have a pick right now. I don't. I am so conflicted on this game because I have big reasons either way to pick either team.
Jeffrey, I feel about Nebraska the same way I did about Tennessee against Georgia. I can't say it until I believe it. Michigan Wolverines will win this game 24-21. I can't. I'm not picking Nebraska until they do it. If you do it, Nebraska, maybe I'll pick you. Maybe I'll pick you against the next decent team. But you know that I just can't see it until I believe it. I can't say it until I see it with my own eyes.
Man, I want Nebraska to win because their fans. I feel for them. Not like I do Indiana basketball fan. I'm not a Nebraska fan like I am an Indiana fan at all. I'm Indiana. That's my feel bad team. But I have the same feeling in a way toward Nebraska and their fans. You know, that I want them to do something. But the thing is, dude, is that I'm like you though, man. Until they do it, how can you believe? I just don't think Michigan's all there right now because of Underwood, man. He's not there.
I don't think Raiola's any better than Underwood, though. That's just my opinion.
21-17 Michigan.
Yeah.
It hurts. You making my heart hurt, Will. But you know what? I wanted to pick Dabo, and you swung me to Tech. And you know what? You were right. So, well, I'm riding with Will again. I'm going with Michigan. And yes, you did learn, Steven. You learned big time that, yes, Nebraska wants to be Indiana.
It was so funny watching Nebraska fans, like, instant reaction to that game. It was pretty funny.
They want to be IU so bad, and they can't, Steven. They can't.
They were making fun of IU fans, man. They were so mad about the game. They're like, oh, man, the IU fans. Like, they don't know how to celebrate. Like, they don't know.
We got Caden the Diesel Free with another $5 super chat. Jeffrey, I'll mop the floor with your for disrespecting my teacher's name, and you have the audacity to not say his name correctly. It's insulting. Yeah. Well, the McMermaid. I got you. Yeah. So appreciate the super chat, Caden, and yeah. Oh man. Well, moving on from whatever this was, North Carolina UCF. Does Carolina have a shot? Are you back in old Indiana guy Jackson?
Well, you know what? UCF has an Indiana and a Nebraska connection with Scott Frost. So you got a little bit of both of them here.
I like the IU connection better.
Although Scott Frost said, like, was trash Nebraska. So I don't know if Nebraska likes them either. But I can't pick a UNC to beat any team that's decent after that week one game.
I can't either.
That stink just still smells.
Oh, it smells real bad.
So I'm going 31-14 UCF. Steven Cherry going heels.
I am shocked by Steven.
Wow.
Right, you're probably one of the only people to pick Carolina. I mean, I want to pick Carolina, but you know how many times, Will, that we've done these shows. And I've picked Carolina and they lose. I do it all the time. Ratedly, I get Indiana right more often than I do Carolina. I pick Carolina in a lot of games and they lose. They just do. I'm not doing it. So I'm going Central Florida 28-17. I can't do it, man. Until Carolina.
Also, Central Florida has a decent home environment too. So.
Yeah, I think Belichick's better than Frost, but the team sucks right now. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Team's bad, dude. Did anybody watch that TCU game? Oh, I did. Dude, after that first drive, Carolina was trash. So I'm going Central Florida. Man, I hope Carolina wins. I'm pulling for Carolina, even though, taking Jackson. I'm pulling for Carolina, but I don't think they're going to win.
JMU Liberty might be interesting.
Go with Madison. Liberty looks bad.
NC State and Duke. Duke 3.5-point favorites.
They were competitive against Illinois. Competitive for a half. And then they got destroyed.
I do think they're better than. I mean, NC State almost lost to Virginia, and that was their only good team they played, really. Well, and they almost lost to ECU, so.
We got Jackson with $5 super chat, $5 to holla. And now only Talk Sports can go live again this week, or at least they'll try. Well, I will guaranteed. Appreciate that, Jackson. Let's get only Talk Sport to 3,000 subs. Absolutely. Let's get Will and 200 subscribers. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, Jackson. But yeah, absolutely. I will be going live again. Maybe even multiple times. Who knows? Depends. Depends on how I'm feeling. I got a lot of stuff to do this week. Staying very busy, but do appreciate all the support. You guys are amazing. Appreciate it, Jackson, Caden, Godfather. You guys are awesome. Everybody in the chat. But back to this game, though, of NC State Duke. I'm
picking Duke. Duke's lost to good teams. NC State, they've skated past mid teams, so I'm going Duke.
Atmosphere stinks, though, man.
Yeah.
28-27 Duke. Sure.
Yeah, I'll go 31-27 Duke.
Have we picked against each other yet? I've just been riding with you.
I don't think we have.
I've been riding with you every game. I wanted to go to Nebraska, dude. I wanted to go to Nebraska. All right, Kansas big.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. Kansas big.
Kansas.
Yeah.
17.
Mm-hmm.
Virginia's still. I don't care that they beat Pitt.
Pitt. That both of those teams were like, here you go, here you go.
Did you see how bad that game was? I kept flipping that game on, dude, because it was like, it was a competitive game. I kept turning it on.
Pitt gave it away, man. They just gave that final drive in a regulation.
Eli Holstein sucks.
He was good last year, but maybe it was just because the ACC sucked and it made him look good.
Did you see his throwing, man? He was throwing like, I don't know, dude. He was putting way too much air on the ball. Yeah, I'm going Kansas by 17. No question.
I'm going to go 42-10 Kansas.
Yeah, more than me. I'll 38-21. Godfather says great show tonight. Appreciate it, Godfather, always. South Carolina, Missouri, man. Do you think South Carolina can bounce back? I mean, Sellers is hurt. Oh, they look cooked. And Vandy's good, but still.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Mizzou big.
I'll go by 17 again. I'll go 34-17.
Yeah, I'll go 35-17. Do we want to pick Notre Dame Purdue? We skipped that, but I'm just going to go
Notre Dame by 49.
56-0. Yeah. Well, no, they'll score. They'll score because our defense 56-10.
56-7.
Here's the night slate.
It should have been game day. It should not have been game day. What were they thinking? But Florida. Do you think Florida, after the South Florida debacle and LSU, do you think they have a shot in this game?
No.
Jokes at all?
No.
Lagway looks rough, dude.
Yeah, that's why. I mean,
I cannot believe I picked him as my number one quarterback. That is aged horribly, dude.
Aged like milk, yeah.
I admit.
Sellers was Lenore Sellers was my number one, so maybe mine's not that great.
We both screwed up big time. Yeah. I have Mendoza at 4. That's held up so far.
I mean, it's held up. He hasn't played anyone. We'll see.
I know, but But I mean, like, I was bad.
I mean, the two best right now have been Beck and Mateer. Beck definitely is number one.
Yeah. Simpson's been good outside of, I guess, Florida State. He's been good.
Simpson's been fine. CJ Carr's been fine.
What else has been good too besides
Stockton's been good.
Haynes King has been good.
Pavio's been good. Haynes King.
Yeah. I'll go Miami by 14. I think Florida's competitive, but I think Miami will win. I hate to say it because I'm just waiting for Miami to choke, but I'll go.
I'm going 34-10 Miami.
31-17 Miami.
And then IU and Indiana, a game which I don't know who I'm going to pick. But
okay, well, you see the spread. 5.5 in favor of the good guys. Okay, Indiana should have been game day. Big time game on NBC. Got the full world tuning in because why would you watch? Literally, why would you watch Miami, Florida? This game's better in every way. Indiana's got a sold out crowd. It's been sold out for months, and Indiana does have an injury to Lee Beebe Jr., their third string running back. That sucks because he was playing well, but everybody else is healthy. That matters. And Illinois got some guys banged up, but overall, they're fine. See, here's my thing. Stephen Cherry says he's picking Illinois. Illinois is off.
That's what I'm worried about. The trenches is what I'm worried about for IU. He talked me off that ledge.
Indiana has a really good defensive line. They had 16 tackles for loss last week. I know it's Indiana State.
Indiana State, man. Indiana.
Mikael Kamara is a good player.
He's good.
Tyreek Tucker's been playing very well. Aiden Fisher is a great linebacker. D'Angelo Pons. Fantastic point.
These are the same guys from last year. So that's good. I'm going 27 of 24 IU. I'll flip it.
Illinois is not as good as Indiana. I don't think. And we'll see. But Mendoza has a big arm. And if Indiana can protect him in this game, which Illinois got some good defensive guys, yes. But I think Indiana's O-line is going to hold up better than Illinois' O-line for Altmaier. I think Mendoza is better than Altmaier. I'm going to go with Indiana to win 31-24. I think Indiana wins in a competitive game, but this game will prove that Indiana belongs in the national conversation for the second straight season of beating a top 10 team, which if Indiana wins, what's going to happen? Oh, well, Illinois just wasn't as good as we thought they were. No. Hyped up those morons all off.
If Illinois loses to USC, that's what they'll say. You'll need Illinois to beat USC the next week.
Well, I hope they do then. Just shut them down. But Indiana, I think, is going to win this massive game, and I'm excited. I'm excited for this game. And if Indiana loses, they lose. But I cannot wait for this game. This is big. Yes, long live Signetti. The confetti will never end. As Adam Lamparell always says with the confetti. No. No Florida, Bama, Vatech, nobody. It's IU, Signetti. It's building a legacy after losing his program in the Power Four. Indiana. As Lee Corso would say, Indiana. Let's go.
Oh, gosh.
What about the Apple Cup, man? He's glossing over the Apple Cup.
Well, I know, but no Mateer.
I know, man. I trashed Oregon State. This is like the same thing, especially if Washington gets better. So, Washington, man, I just wanted to laugh on that one. We got Caden with Georgia beats Bama 60-0 at home, and Godfather, I'd choose your pick for wisely. And Jeffrey, I'll school you right now. Drop the link. Oh my gosh, he wants on the show. Well, he's giving a lot. Well, if we get done in the next few minutes, I might let you on for a few, but then I gotta go to bed. But
we gotta go to bed.
Caden. Appreciate the contribution. 62-0 is insane. All right, Fox 7:30.
I can't pick ASU after that Mississippi State performance. I'm going Baylor and Sawyer Robertson to win.
It's hard though because Baylor lost to Auburn, but that was week 1. Arizona State lost in week 2.
I'm going Baylor again, even though Baylor always loses when I pick them.
Plus,
I will go with Baylor because I'm disgusted with that ASU performance. I'm going 27-24.
Plus, Arizona State did not look good in their win last week.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna go with Baylor as well. I think Sawyer Robertson has looked way better than Sam Leavitt this season.
Yeah.
Better. And it's interesting because we all said, would Leavitt do good without Scatterbo? Has not looked that great. So I think Baylor wins by 7. I'll go 31-24. BYU ECU is interesting. You think ECU has a shot at home?
Yeah. Where's Penn State, Oregon? Is that not this week?
It's next week. The game's on the same time as Bama, Georgia.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does.
I'm ready to trash on Penn State. Spoiler, I was ready to go into Penn State.
Yeah, ECU keeps it close. I guess I'll go BYU by 3 because ECU kind of always falls short in big games like that. But that'll be a good game, actually. I'll probably check out some of it. Michigan State, do you think USC is any look ahead to Illinois?
Maybe. I mean, I feel like Michigan State, I mean, their offense looked decent against Boston College, but it's Boston College.
Yeah. I mean, it is Boston College. It's not a great team.
But Childs looks good, but, it's Boston College.
Yeah, I mean, he looks better, but I still think he's that good. I don't think that good.
Yeah, but USC should win.
I'll go with USC to win by 10.
31-17.
34-24.
All right.
Well, it's going to be a very interesting week of college football. I've got a big game this week.
You do?
It's a big game, and I'm going to be jumping for joy if I wins. If they don't, it's not the end of the world. We still can make the playoffs. We'll just have to beat Penn State or Oregon, which probably ain't likely, but, you ain't going to give up on the dream. But, yeah, Indiana got a big game against Illinois. It's going to be exciting. Also looking forward to some of the other games as well this weekend. Auburn, Oklahoma, Texas State, Utah. I got some good games. Will has a get-right game against a rival. That's nothing. So definitely going to be exciting there as well. But do appreciate everybody for being here. I would drop the link, Caden, but we are very tired. Definitely on Thursday night, though. Thursday night, Alabama, the voice of college football. You control us and school us there. But do appreciate all the contributions, Kate. Appreciate the stewards. Appreciate always your colorful words, and appreciate everybody else as well. Thanks for being here, everybody. Hopefully your team does well this weekend, and hopefully, as long as we're not playing our teams, and hopefully our picks do not age like milk, like my prediction that DJ Lagway would be the best quarterback in college football this season. Because, boy, oh boy, that is not looking good. But definitely appreciate everybody for being here. Subscribe to Only Talk Sports. Subscribe to Will and D. Like the streams down below. Follow us on Twitter as well. Appreciate everybody for being here, and hope you have a great night.
See ya, everyone.